Hey guys, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about Nightwing, the New Order #1. And I know other people have done videos on this, which kind of got my attention to read it. I really wasn't that excited about reading this storyline. They hadn't really advertised it. Dark Knight's Metal had kind of eclipsed it, so to speak. But this is kind of this is venturing out to all the different storylines right now. Everybody's kind of touched on it. Detective Comics has talked about it a little bit, some, um, and I really feel like some people have ignored or just haven't thought about some of the things in the story. Um, let's bring up one of the bigger topics here. Who is Nightwing's ex-wife that is the mother of their son? That did I miss it in the comic? But it seems like that's part of the story. The secretness of who the mother is. And after seeing the son's powers develop at the end of the story, spoiler alert, um, I still don't know who it is. Um, Maybe I'm just blanking, but I'm trying to think who it could be. I mean, it still could be somebody that doesn't have the same powers as him. That's the way it could always go. It would be really funny if it was somebody like Harley Quinn or something like that, considering that movie just came out. Um, but anyway, it's probably going to be Batgirl. They're probably not going to get that crazy about it, but it would be funny if it was a villain. Or it'd be more fun if it was a villain. But anyway, in this comic book, we have a dystopian future where I don't call it a utopian future because that's not utopia to me. But it seems like a matchup of Equilibrium, Minority Report, and maybe Blade Runner or something like that. But it's kind of cool, kind of neat. The only thing is I can't get over how much of a douchebag, self-righteous dude Nightwing is. I mean, the self-righteousness is oozing out of this guy's ears. If I heard this guy talk for 5 minutes, I would probably end up punching him and get thrown in jail or something. Because he is the one running the Crusaders. And he's talking about, how powered people are just too dangerous. Oh, yeah, that brings up another thing. It reminds me of Powers. Have you watched that show Powers on PlayStation Network? It reminds me of that, too. But that's a really good show, by the way. You need to watch that. But anyway, basically what he's done is he has depowered the whole Justice League, and then he ended up tracking down everybody that had powers and depowered them. And if he couldn't depower them, they would lock them away in some kind of stasis cell, almost like X-Men, where they did that with the people that had powers and was draining them. Or no, that was Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., never mind. So basically, yeah, that's what's happened. They have pretty much taken away superheroes. There are no more superheroes for pretty much the whole United States. They are now the Resistance. And they keep mentioning when something goes wrong or something gets stolen, they keep mentioning, was it him? Was it him? And it could be alluding to anarchy. But then they kind of tell, spoiler alert, that it's actually Wally West. And I thought that was kind of cool. That they did somebody like that. That he's fighting against him because they used to be on the Teen Titans together. So that's kind of a cool little deal there. But the thing is, this is so much more well written than Secret Empire. It's not even funny. Secret Empire is a soapbox for the Marvel libs to stand on and preach their politics, and 4 or 5 of their friends in the room are just applauding. They're just like, yeah, you did so good. You always do good at everything. You never fail. And nobody's reading it. Well, some people are reading it, but they're not reading it because they like it. They're reading it so they can tear it apart. But it's fixing to wrap up, so hopefully that whole nightmare will be over with soon. But the thing with this is, they did this so much better because what they did was they made this like an alternate future. Now, if they could have just did Secret Empire like that, everything would have been forgiven. Why does this need to be in continuality? Why couldn't this just be another universe? So this is an alternate future, kind of like Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond has an alternate future, but they also have another alternate future now that they've changed the timeline on Batman Beyond, the comic book. So that's kind of like this. And in the story, Nightwing's a lot older. He's running Crusaders. He's taking out anybody that has power. He tracks down Dr. Light, now that he's an old man, and gives him his meds and puts him back, where he belongs, so to speak. Alfred visits them in their mansion. They talk about it, and Alfred's not having it. Alfred's telling him that it's wrong what he's doing, and trying to talk to him like a father would. And Nightwing's not having that. He was so self-righteous he can't see, like he's gone too far. Once you go so far, you can't go back. And at this point, it's kind of, what do you want me to do? I've already done this. I've already destroyed the Justice League. And Batman at this point, spoiler alert, Batman is dead, so to speak, is what they're saying. Now, whether he is truly dead, I don't know, but they're saying Bruce is dead. And, I don't really believe that would happen, but this is an alternate future, and the real storyline, Batman would have a contingency for Nightwing and he'd be taken out. But here's the thing, another thing they haven't really touched on. Okay, at the beginning of the comic, they show Superman and he's badly injured. He may have died from that, but he's badly injured from being depowered by Nightwing with a special gun. And the one thing they haven't talked about, now they may talk about later on in the future when Superman, like maybe he'll reappear and talk to him, or maybe he'll see him in the past time and have flashbacks. But for you people that don't know, Nightwing got his name from a vigilante superhero from Krypton. Okay, he talked to Superman a lot. He really values Superman's opinion. He's like a mentor to him, and he took that name from a vigilante from Krypton that used to fight crime way a long time ago. And why they haven't done a TV show about those superheroes on Krypton and they just have the dumb Krypton story now, I don't know. But anyway, that's where he got that ability. So when he double-crossed him, there should have been this whole discussion about how could you do this? How could you sully the name of Nightwing? You don't deserve to wear that name. That kind of thing. And maybe that's why he's not dressed up as much anymore, but they really should touch on that. That would be a really good, this tearjerker kind of feels moment, But anyway, so at the end of this comic, he finds out that his son, in fact, has developed powers. And you're left on a cliffhanger. And the son is the one narrating the story most of the time. He's talking about his dad and how they don't really have a good relationship now. So it leads me to believe that he probably ran away, or he gave his son some supplies and told him to leave, kind of type deal, because apparently they don't get along now. But I really don't know how they're going to fix this unless at the end of the story a bigger enemy arises and they have to release the superheroes. You know what I mean? Like there comes a point where Nightwing cannot handle it, and he sees that the only way to do this is to actually have superpowers to save the day. So that would be a good way to end it if they did it that way. But anyway, that's pretty much the premise of this story. Everybody's talked it into the ground. It's a great comic. You need to read it. You need to read the side stories that go with it too. So far, I've read Detective Comics, and it's touched on it with Spoiler and Anarchy. And yeah, I mean it's done. It's really good so far. We're in the first issue, and I already like it more than I like Secret Empire. Maybe because they didn't turn Nightwing into a Nazi. He's just a fascist. But tell me what you guys think. I just wanted to put my 2 cents into it. I definitely recommend the comic, and I appreciate you watching the videos. All right, have a great day. Bye.